liberalization on the economy, changes in industrial policy and their effects on industrial growth. Q. What are the provisions of the Financial Resolution and Deposit Insurance Bill, 2017? Why is its bail-in clause controversial? Examine 150 words. The Hindu FRDI Act defines the resolution mechanisms being pushed by the government as an alternative to recapitalization. Creation of Independent Resolution Corporation. At the center of the new scheme is the creation of a new independent corporation that would take over the task of resolution of bankruptcy in banks, insurance companies and identified systemically important financial institutions (SIFIs). The Resolution Corporation will also take over the task of insuring bank deposits, compensating depositors up to a specified maximum amount at present Rs.1 lakh in case of bank failure. www.insightsindia.com 19 www.insightsis.com Classification of financial institutions. As part of its responsibilities, the CO Corporation is to be mandated to classify the financial institutions under its jurisdiction under different categories based on risk of failure, varying from low and moderate where the probability of failure is marginally or well below acceptable levels, to material or imminent, implying failure probabilities that are above or substantially above acceptable levels, and, finally, critical, being on the verge of failure. Imminent firms under the radar. In cases of financial firms placed under the material or imminent category, the Resolution Corporation is to be given the power to I. Inspect the books to obtain information on assets and liabilities, I. Restrict the activities of the firm concerned, I. Prohibit or limit payments of different kinds, and I. Require submission of a restoration plan to the regulator and a resolution plan to it, if necessary, involving the merger or amalgamation. Critical firms to be taken over. In cases identified as critical, the Resolution Corporation will take over their administration and proceed to transfer their assets and liabilities through merger or acquisition or liquidation with permission from the NCLT. Closing all options, the law prohibits recourse to the courts to stay the proceedings at the NCLT or seeking alternative routes to resolution. Since liquidation involves compensating stakeholders according to their designated seniority, depending on the net assets available, any stakeholder can be called upon to accept a haircut or loss, including holders of deposits more than the maximum amount insured against loss. Need for bail-in clause in FRDI bill. The biggest challenge for a government launching a bail-in attack on deposits is that depositors can promptly withdraw their money from the bank by demanding cash. Such an event can lead to severe bank runs and destabilize the banking system because bank deposits are only fractionally backed by actual cash. There are fears that it will enable banks to be bailed in by depositor funds rather than being bailed out by taxpayers or potential buyers. The need for a specialized regime to work with large financial firms on the verge of going bust is well understood, especially since the global financial crisis of 2008. As a resolution tool for stressed financial firms, the bail-in clause has been the subject of much debate, but it remains the least well established across the world. Way forward 1. Use bail-in sparingly. Bail-in should typically be used where continuing a firm's services is considered vital but its sale is unviable, not as a lazy default option. If lenders don't believe that a bail-in plan would salvage a firm, triggering the clause could end up causing a run on the bank instead of preventing one. With its thrust on initiatives such as the January Yoजना and demonetization, the government has nudged more people towards the formal banking system. To ensure that those gains are not lost, the government must communicate more clearly the rationale behind the bail-in provision and the circumstances in which it may ultimately be used, if at all. 2. Enhance the deposits to be returned in case of bankruptcy. Most importantly, it must enhance the amount of bank deposits that will remain safe under the new dispensation. www.insightsindia.com 20 www.insightsis.com 3. Lesson from Financial Stability Board. This resolution framework is merely the replication in the Indian context of the regime recommended by the Basel-based Financial Stability Board (FSB). The FSB was established in the aftermath of the global financial crisis of 2007-08, which was centered around the United States, the United Kingdom and Europe. However, in those jurisdictions, the resolution of the post-crisis problem of potential insolvency of banks